Think it's gonna be a hell of a night. A hell of a night. So we can do whatever you like. Hey. Alright, let me get the link out. Boom. Tweet it from the Knicks wall account. Let me go to my account and retweet it. Boom. We up, feet up like a paraplegic. Woo! I love winning, man. Way to pull off a game we needed to pull off. That would have been a frustrating game to lose. They went on a big run. Was on the tweets for TKW tonight. A lot of people were saying a lot of things. We'll get to that. But definitely a fantastic win tonight for our Knicks, man. We here. So we going up. We going up. A lot was said on the timeline, man. Like there was some spicy things going on in the TKW mentions. It was very nasty, and apologies are in order for sure. But I never expect the apologies from those people. It's just weird. Before we get into it, I'll wait. All right, we here. Y'all ready? Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Knick fans here, there, and abound. Welcome to Postgame Prosperity with I Hate Sean. This is Postgame Prosperity. I'm I Hate Sean, and the Knicks caught a very, very valuable W tonight in the Garden, 102-98 over the Spurs. Really loved the way we stuck with it, really loved the way we fought back, and really loved the way this team never gave up as they've continued not to do all season, which is why it is so confusing to me as I was running the TKW tweets today that there were so many people in the mention saying, oh, like when the Spurs went on the run, people were giving up on the season. Oh, we're going to get the 6th seed and the Bucks are going to sweep us because this team is falling apart. Stop it. Stop trying to be the first person to forecast the sky falling because you end up looking like an idiot. Cut it out. Just enjoy the team and root for it. Basketball is a game of runs. We can't be acting like the sky is falling every time the other team goes on one. At no point in this game did I not think it was a game we can get back into. We've been watching this team all year. We've seen it happen. The Spurs started off shooting like 13 or 14 from the field, and we couldn't hit anything. It was very slow. It was very disappointing. Alec Burks, man. Shout out to Alec Burks tonight. I mean, he's probably gotten it before, but he's definitely locked up essential post-game player of the game. Alec Burks was phenomenal. 30 points and 10 boards off the bench. Tibbs is a little bit of a maniac going with that lineup for the entire second half. Well, with RJ, Reggie, and Julius for the entire second half, and then Alec Burks for pretty much the entire second half as well after he came in after about 5 minutes. But they got it done, man. So when they get it done, it is what it is. We absolutely love to see it. Julius Randle flirted with a triple-double, but at the end of the day, he's a faithful man. So 25, 9, and 9. Excellent production, man. He was shot pretty poorly from the field, but we got enough scoring. It's really nice. The other night, it was difficult against the Lakers. Randle went off. He had 31 and 8. Derrick Rose had his 27, I believe. And then because RJ had a bad night, we didn't really get anything from anyone else. So having Alec Burks back, him being able to step up the way he was, we have more people that can step up. IQ got off to a slow start. He didn't play very well in the first half, so Tibbs didn't go back to him in the second half. I thought we got good Frank minutes in the first half. Tibbs didn't go back to him in the second half at all. But it is what it is. We got the dub, but it's just nice. And I love the way that Tibbs not at all, but I love the way that Tibbs used Frank situationally tonight. I hope that's something we continue to see, and hopefully we see it through the playoffs, because he definitely can make big plays defensively, even if that's all you're going to use him for. What else? RJ Barrett, bro. I mean, we'll get to it because I'm sure that you guys have said something about it, and then we can just dive into it because at this point we've gone 5 minutes of talking without getting to the comments. So on that note, Jonas said, let's get it out of the way. Leo said it early. He lined it right up for you. They said to G League him. Those idiots, those dumbasses, those fools, those imbeciles, those half-wits said to G League my guy, bro. They really said to G League him. And there were people during the, oh my goodness, and that's the thing I was going to get to. During the game, bro, so much trash talk about RJ, I swear, I don't know what it is, man. It was a disgusting amount. It wasn't even the normal, like, 1 or 2 idiots. And I'm sorry if you're one of those people, but I doubt it if you're in here. I highly doubt you were one of those people. But, like, it just, the people who are so, I don't know what it is. Like, some people seem like they root against RJ Barrett because they want to be right about him not being that good. So I saw so many I told you so's while RJ was struggling. It was so weird. Like, oh, I told you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he can't finish. He can't do that, blah, blah, blah. He's bad. He's not playing well. He's going to kill us in the playoffs, blah, blah, blah. Like, what are you saying? And then my guy splashes home 5 for 9 from 3. And honestly, on the lowest of keys, single-handedly pulled us back into the game in the third quarter. It was beautiful. I mean, we had some help from Alec Burks, some help from Randall, but RJ turned that game around. While people were talking shit, like literally, like people were saying bad things about RJ in the very moment before he started bowling. And then the crazy thing about that too is like it makes you. The thing is, even if you're in here and you're one of those people, it's okay to be tough on RJ when he has bad games. That's fair. Like if he has a bad, like we'll say it all the time that he played badly. He played like shit in the Laker game. Might have been his worst game of the season. He was struggling to get some shots to fall at the basket tonight. It was a little bit frustrating. But, like, there's some people who, like, really only show up. Like, I asked one guy today, the John guy who's always in here trying to defend Alfred Payton, and he still did it on the timeline. Very weird. Don't understand it. But I asked today when he popped, I was like, yo, you know, where are you when RJ's playing well? Like, you seem to always be easy to find when he's struggling. But when RJ's playing well, you're nowhere to be found. I think that's very weird, bro. He drafted him last year, 3rd overall. He's 20 years old, and we've seen immense improvement in his game in all facets this season. He's been the 2nd best player on a playoff team, and I just don't understand what it is that is going to get people to, like, just get behind, just support the guy, bro. And that doesn't even mean blindly act like every game is a great game, but just a lot of people, it seems and feels like they're rooting against him, and it's disgusting. It's a very nasty, like, fake stance on being a Knicks fan. Like, that is not Knicks fandom. Once again, if you are not an RJ Barrett stan, you can't sit with us. Plain and simple. Like, to be a Knicks fan is to be an RJ Barrett stan. There are no exceptions. Jamal said, let's go! We here, baby. 2 more. 2 more dubs. That's it. We got to pull off 2 more, man. I doubt Miami wins out. That's all. We need Miami to lose 1 game, man. They killed Philly tonight. Milwaukee's got to step it up for us to make it happen. I don't know. I feel like Philly was trying to avoid us getting that 4 seed because they don't want to have to see us in the 2nd round. And, you know, who knows what Milwaukee's going to do. Hopefully they play their guys. Hopefully they go balls to the wall so that we can, you know, they can get the dub on the Heat and we can get that 4 seed because I believe in us, Philly, to take care of the Hornets and the Celtics. And once again, stop trying RJ. It's disgusting. Very nasty excuse for Knicks fandom, and you look crazy. And also, once again, big shot. I can't get that one to focus the same way, but big shot Burks, man. 30 and 10 off the bench. What an excellent performance. Carried us through the 2nd quarter to keep us in the game, and then started making huge shots down the stretch. Absolutely loved the ball movement down the stretch. It was beautiful. Isn't it so nice having guys on the floor that the opposing team has to close out to? Really love the way we're not seeing Elf at all to end games or even to end halves, really. And I'm just wondering why, if you don't put a guy back in the game, you keep starting the games with him. I just don't understand. I really hope that when Derrick Rose comes back, Alfred, like, we can be done with this, man. Like, and I'm not saying, like, he didn't do, it's not even like when I say these things, it's because he, like, was so horrible that he killed it. Honestly, he wasn't good tonight. But, like, what is the point? I just want to know what's the point. Regardless of what the production is, regardless of how you feel about a guy personally, if you know that clearly at this point you know that you can't put that guy on the floor to close games. You know that you don't really want that guy on the floor to close halves. So it's just like, why do you continue to start every game and half for him? It doesn't make any sense. But I'm going to get off that because this is a positive night because we got a dub and it's beautiful. But it's a very crucial point in the season, and we cannot waste time. We cannot waste minutes. We've been wasting minutes all season. I've been saying that there's a few games this season that we would have pulled off had we not been wasting minutes with up in the starting lineup and in the rotation like that. We have a few rotational losses, and we are in a percentage points battle for 4 through 6. And I was saying that earlier this year. I said seeding is going to matter. People were like, oh, why are you this upset? It's only one game. Seeding counts. Every single game counts. So we need to make sure we snag these last 2 so we can rectify any past mistakes we made this season. Snag these last 2, pray that Miami loses to Milwaukee, and we get that 4 seed. And even if we get the 5 seed or the 6 seed, it doesn't matter. We playoff ready, man. We here. 10 toes, every single one of us. They can't handle it. My bad. Damn. Brand said, listen, you know what it is. Jonas said, what did they say about my boy? Bro, they were talking crazy about the boy. They were talking crazy about RJ Barrett. How dare them, bro? How dare them? Disgusting behavior. So nasty. Cut it out. You're making yourself look stupid repeatedly. I don't understand. The guy's had a great track record all year. Yes, there's a couple off games, couple down stretches, but RJ Barrett has been phenomenal and taken huge steps and strides. I don't understand why somebody would be trying to position themselves on the side of looking down on him, especially as a Knicks fan. I get it from the outside noise, whatever, but honestly, if you're going to act like that as a Knicks fan, please step outside with the rest of them idiots. We don't have time for it. It's nasty. Jamal said, you get your food, Sean? I didn't go get the food, but a loved one ordered me pizza because it's so great out there to have people that love and care about you. So I'm going to be okay. Thank you so much for your concern. Jonas said, let's go. Let's go. We here. We here. Patented comeback. Damn right, Brand. We pulled it off. Ain't no time for giving up. We here. Jamal said, Big Shot Burks, Star J Barrett, damn right, and All-NBA Julius Randle. Hell yeah. Excellent game, man. Didn't even get the production out of IQ tonight. Didn't even have Derrick Rose tonight. Excellent game. Still put up mad bench points. Excuse me. Claudia said, up, and away. We here, baby. We going up. We going up. We got 2 more dubs to snag, man. We here. We closing out this year on a 3-game homestand with 3 dubs for sure. Jamal said, what a game, man. We stuck with it. There was, we went down at a point, but we stuck with it and persevered. We pulled through. It was a beautiful thing to see, man. Absolutely love this team so much. Leo said, oh, damn it. The comments moved. Leo said, we are up. Next tape, let's win out. Exactly, man. 2 more dubs. Like we said, time to win out. We up. We here. It's up and it's stuck. We taking the next 2 as well. We not playing around. And I'm sure we'll have Derrick Rose back. It's lit. Jonas said, McDonald's open 24/7. You know me way better than that, bro. I would never disrespect myself like that. I love myself inside and out. Orlando said, love it when we beat the other team and the refs. Let's keep this momentum up. Orlando, excellent point, man. I meant to say that. We beat the Spurs and the refs tonight. The refs were pieces of shit on many counts. That foul they called on Frank when he beat DeMar DeRozan to the spot, horrible. Just because he lost the ball out of bounds. It was like, oh, well, got to give him a call. Ridiculous. I wish we would get some of those, oh, well, got to give him a call calls. I don't really see those a lot for us. Considering Julius has been playing at the All-NBA level, I don't really see those in our favor that often. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. And when they call out of bounds on RJ, like, that was crazy. Like, I feel like that's happened a couple times this year. I'm just glad they were able to go review it because that was ridiculous. I also wish that Tibbs would start saving his challenges for a little bit later in the game. I don't think that Reggie play, I kind of saw that it was a foul. Yeah, there was no contact, but he crowded him, and it was a jumper in the second quarter. It's a foul. I don't think the jumper went in. It's a foul. With as bad as the refs have been to us, we need to save our challenges for fourth quarter moments because, they keep trying to kill us, bro. Boom, boom, boom. Leo said, RJ haters, go look for your fathers. Yo, I don't know if that would offend people, so I'm going to just keep it moving past that. But RJ haters do need to seek help of some kind, though. Like, look for somebody. Orlando said, a lot of crazy talk on that timeline for real, bro. They were talking crazy. And then RJ started knocking them down, and it was silence. It's amazing. You can hear a pin drop after RJ started scoring. Everybody was so loud and so belligerent with their takes and their I told you so's. And then as soon as RJ started making it rain, they all went inside for shelter. Nasty. So nasty. Terry said, fire emojis. You know the vibes, bro. We going up. We here. Another dub. One more game till 40. We almost got it. Let's get it. Boom, boom, boom. MD said, Essential send over 3 cases. Hey, salute. Yo. Hey, this is a great segue. Time for a word from our eventual sponsor. Tonight's Essentia post-game prosperity pinky up player of the game goes to Alec Burks. 30 points and 10 boards off the bench. 14 points in the second half when nobody else was scoring and knocking down some key shots down the stretch. Absolutely fantastic performance tonight. Very reliable. Hadn't played in 11 of our last 13 games. Didn't play over the last few games of the West Coast trip. So just really beautiful for him to come out and have a return like this, man. And really excited for what he's going to bring to us in the playoffs. Him, IQ, Rose, that bench line. I hope that all of them aren't coming out of the bench. Hopefully we're removed off the paint from the starting lineup. But either way, those guys providing a lot of that extra scoring punch we need is beautiful. Out of the 3 of them, somebody's bound to have it. Oh, I'll drink to that. Big shot Burks. Cindy said, let's go Knicks! Yes, ma'am. We here. Let's get it. Jonas said, I was impressed by Johnson's defense on Randall. I was too. I'm not going to lie. Like, Randall wasn't necessarily able to overpower him the same way, and he moved well. And the Spurs schemed well for Randall as well. A few of those are just shots that didn't go, calls that weren't called, but Johnson definitely did a solid job with him defensively for sure. Terry said, I got my RJ long sleeve out. You know the vibes. Big Task in Hand said, we're not done. We are not done. Job not finished at all. Even Julius said it once we clinched. More work to be done. We here. Far from finished. BX Boy said, let's go. Beautiful to pick up the dub the night after clinching the playoffs, man. Let's get it. Jamal said it was looking bleak until the unnamed player left the game. Shout out our forwards turned point guards for the second half. Yeah, shout out our forwards turned point guards for the second half, for real. It definitely was looking bleak. I really love when Elfrid Payton leaves the game. It's a very satisfying feeling, and it inspires hope and change every single time. And yeah, the forwards really made it happen. Great job to them. Great job by Julius. Also great job by Burks doing what he did. RJ Barrett just spraying them home. 5 for 9 from 3. Absolutely beautiful. Can I turn the audio up a little? Let me see. Boom. How am I now? Is that better? All right, cool. I think that's better. I see the meter moving a little more. My bad. Let me know if that's too much, too. Jonas said, the way Tibbs subs in Frank over Elf really shows how the only reason Elf plays is because his routine is so weird how he's hung up on that. Exactly. There's really no other reason for it. That's why I keep at it. It's not even about how poorly he plays or how I don't think he's a good fit, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, yo, logically, if there's a guy who you don't feel comfortable playing down the stretch and you'll even sub Frank in over him who you had out of the rotation, why does he start? That doesn't make sense. And then they asked Tibbs in the postgame. I was able to see that while it was... Yo, Streamlabs is like updating every day now. It's really weird. But while it was updating, I saw some of the Tibbs post-game presser, and somebody asked him about that, about, with Rose getting healthy and Elfrid losing minutes like that, if he's making changes minutes-wise in the point guard rotation, so, is he going to continue to start? And he just said, oh, yeah, we like our depth, And, we like that we have guys that can come in and do what we got to do and happen as starters or off the bench or blah, blah, blah. He didn't say anything about Elf offering us anything or he just said we like our depth. Like, what does that mean? We start the worst option because we like our depth. That is not a stop it. Stop it. It's really not that complicated. Get him off of the court, please. Get him out of the starting lineup, please. We have a really nice chance to make something happen on this playoff run, and I would hate to be, pulled back or held back by even 7 seconds of his playing time. We don't need to be starting off playoff games like that. We cannot waste time. We cannot squander any minutes at all. We can't start off in the hole every single game. And if we play him against Miami, if we end up playing Miami, they are going to be all over him. Stop playing him, please. We don't have to. Everybody's giving you better minutes than him. Even Frank. That's why you're playing Frank. And I've been saying for months that I think Frank should be in the rotation over Elf. If it came down to it, he's not the best at anything. People keep telling me he's out there for his defense. He's playing poor one-on-one defense. He's playing lazy pick-and-roll defense. He's not doing anything good. You know what? BX Boy said, when we were fully healthy, we are hard to beat. Had a lot of guys out lately. We just need to get Rose back and IQ get going. Exactly. IQ has some rust tonight. Once he shakes that off, get Rose back, have Burks out there. And oh my goodness, if we get Mitchell Robinson back somehow. We're still not hearing anything about that, so I'm not sure. But yeah, we've had guys out. We're a tough team to deal with when we're healthy. When we have all our options. We went on the road and beat the Clippers, who are one of the better teams in the NBA, without Alec Burks and Emmanuel quickly. And then Alec Burks came out here and gave us 30 points tonight. It just shows, man. We have a lot of options. We got a lot of firepower, and we play amazing defense, so we keep ourselves in games. Boom, boom, boom. Cindy said, the only reason I was going to accept 6 because last night had 5 guys questionable. Yeah, it was kind of scary on that injury report last night. Really glad a lot of those guys played. Hopefully we get Derek back for the next game. But yeah, I'm really glad we got this game tonight, and we need to win all 3 of these, and it's very possible. Well, we need to win both of these now. 2 more dubs. That's what's at stake. We on to the next ones. 1 game at a time. We got to take care of Charlotte. Food on the plate, man. Let's get it. Let's sting the Hornets. Sean Irwin once again. Star J Barrett. You know the vibes, man. Yes. Turn the 6 upside down. It's a 9 now. You see my guy. They were talking crazy about him. Like that's not a young rising star. Stop playing. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. I've been saying it for quite some time, but please stop playing with RJ Barrett on my watch. I'm dead serious. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of having to tell people. I'm tired of having the conversations. I'm not being nice about it no more. Stop playing with RJ Barrett. Mega Man said, we coming back for that 4 seed. Damn right. Win every single one of these games, man. Milwaukee take care of business. RJ hit 6 straight shots. Beautiful. Beautiful. And one of them was an and one. Wow, exactly. He took that game over. He took that game over for that stretch and really brought us right back into the game. We were down 17, and then RJ went off, and it was a tie ball game, or like we were down 1 or whatever. Then we got the lead. I mean, RJ Barrett, ladies and gentlemen. Shemu? If it's not Shemu, let me know how to say it so I don't mess it up again. Shemu said 21-2 run as soon as Peyton sat. I didn't even need to say anything for that one. That speaks for itself. As it continues to, speaks very loudly. The decibel level is too high for me to add any words to it. Jonas said, RJ coming back next year with all the dribble threes and better finishing. It's over. All the dribble threes, better finishing, and hopefully some foul calls, bro. It's going to be scary for the league. They don't want that smoke at all, man. Look at the growth we saw in year 2. 40% three-point shooter, bro. He's a sniper. I don't understand how people are saying all those crazy things about him. Like, they didn't just watch him go from where he was to shooting 40% from 3. What's wrong with y'all? Dia said, my biggest problem with RJ is that I know I see him as a great player and not a 20-year-old, so I get too disappointed when he plays bad. But he is so good when he is on. It's insane the potential he has. Exactly. Like, nobody's on 100% of the time, and a lot of guys aren't at 20 years old. And it's not like RJ has, like, mad bad games every week. there was a long stretch where RJ was showing up every night and averaging like 19 for that stretch. He was stringing together 20-point games, finishing well, like at the basket, finishing games well, closing like. So it's just like I feel like in moments where he's struggling a bit, everyone forgets about all the good he's done and starts highlighting all the bad. And it's really, really, really bad. Like, I don't like it. I don't want anybody to fall into that. And I'm not saying you can't criticize RJ at all. I'm not saying that. You'll see me all the time when RJ's struggling. I'm like, damn, this is a rough night for RJ. But like when guys are like, even like Reggie hasn't until tonight when he hit a couple. Last night, like he didn't hit a lot against the Lakers. He didn't hit very much at all. I don't really kill him for that anymore. I used to kill him for it because he did it consistently. But once you start producing, you're going to have an off night every once in a while. And when you have an off night, I'm not going to I'm going to say you're having an off. I'm going to say you're struggling, sure. But I'm not going to, especially in RJ's case, as a 20-year-old who's grown so much in year two, people just throw all the growth out the window and act like he's this, like, they say the same things that people were saying about him last year. And it just really makes no sense to me. John Franco said, good looks for the follow back on Twitter, bro. But, man, Alec Burks used the whole can of WD-40. No rust. Hey, man, salute to you, John Carlo, no doubt. And, yeah, Alec Burks, no rust at all, man. WD-40, squeaky clean that door, whatever it is. He was excellent tonight, man. It was beautiful to see after, not playing in the last couple games and being out for so many of the games before that. To come out, I had 30 and 10 tonight like this on a night where we clearly needed it. It was big, man, huge. Benny said, bro, these third quarters are killing me. We need that adjustment to be made. Loved me those 19 second half points. Can't wait to see playoff RJ. Benny, I'm right there with you. I can't wait to see playoff RJ. I'm very excited for it, and I think he's really going to take another step when the playoffs roll around. He seems like a big-time player, and like he's ready for that. And, yeah, the adjustment needs to be made. The adjustment needed to be made months ago. I don't know how we've gotten this far. I don't know how it's gotten this far. It's really out of control at this point. But, yeah, make the adjustment, please. Like, it's really getting out of hand. I'm sick of it. So, please make the adjustment. I need it. We need it. It makes us a much better team. John Franco said probably missed a couple already, but, yeah, I got it. I got you. I got one more time for you, John Franco. I got you. And anybody else who may have missed it earlier. They said to G League, my guy. Those idiots, those fools, those dumbasses, those imbeciles, those half-wits said to G League, my guy, bro. 20-year-old, two-way stud, absolute sniper. 40% from three on the season. Stop playing with my guy. Boom, boom, boom. Terry said, I support everyone playing well, including Alfred. Now, Terry, does that statement mean that you support everyone when they are playing well, including Alfred? Because with that, I'm right there with you. When Alfred plays well, I'm happy. I'm never upset about anybody in blue and orange playing well. Although he never lets me be happy for long when Alfred knows it, but whatever. But if you're saying you support everyone playing well, including Alfred, as in Alfred is one of the people playing well, that I'm not there with you for because he's simply not playing well. He's not really doing anything well. He did have one nice play today. He had a crossover and he made the dish to Reggie, and Reggie knocked the three down. But when you got to point out one assist from your point guard is like a play that he made, he's been bad. He's not good. We need to stop playing him. Great guy, though. I'm sure he's a really nice guy. Seems cool. Wears cool hats. Alex said, great fight. I'm glad we bounced back. Good for the morale, too. Star J looking very nice in the second half. Burks on fire. Jules just doing MVP things. Playoff clinched. We here. We here for sure, bro. RJ went crazy in the second half, man. Like, if he goes crazy in the second half of a playoff game like that, I'm going to be so emotional. Burks was absolutely on fire. That's definitely going to be huge for us in the playoffs. He's going to make some big shots and just provide offense for us off the bench. And Julius Randle, man, MVP level. There was one point tonight. It was a 2-point game. We really needed a bucket. And I was saying, yeah, we need a bucket on this possession. It was after DeMar DeRozan went down, and I think nobody stopped the ball or something like that. He either got a layup or 2 free throws, but he cut it from 4 to 2. And I was like, yeah, we need a bucket here. Time was winding down. I didn't want them to tie the game up and us to be in one of those situations. And Julius made a beautiful shot, just the type of shots that you give to when you give the ball to MVP, saying we need a bucket, and he got the bucket. And, Beautiful. Absolutely amazing season. Amazing season overall. Amazing season for Julius. Amazing season for so many people. And seeing Julius get his award get his trophy for Player of the Month with his son on the court was an amazing moment. Shout out to Julius and Kaiden. Shout out to the NBA. Shout out to everybody who had a part. That was just a beautiful moment. Like, it's been a while since we've seen something like that. Like, I remember when what's the last thing we saw like that? Did they give you a trophy for scoring title? Was it when Melo got a scoring title? I don't know. I feel like we saw somebody lifting something at half court. But it's been a minute. Either way. So that was real nice. Boom, boom, boom. Orlando said the RJ slander is all about people holding on to the RJ as a bust, Knicks can't draft narrative. It's been a long and painful year for those fools. Pay them no mind. Right there with you, Orlando. Right there with you. If you're still saying all that nonsense after this year, you're just trying to get it out when you can because you're in pain that you look crazy from talking crazy because you're insane. Plain and simple. Boom, boom, boom. John Franco said, oh my God, the way Knicks fans ripped a 20-year-old for one bad game is beyond me. Bro, one bad game, one bad half. They just line up to rip RJ Barrett. They can't stand him for some reason. They want him to fail so they can be correct. And it's really disgusting, and I can't align with it. And as a fan base, we are not having it. Once again, if you are not an RJ Barrett stan, you cannot sit with us. To be a Knicks fan is to be an RJ Barrett stan. There are no exceptions. I don't care. I don't care. There's no exceptions. Mega Man said, love you know who, only getting 13 minutes. Love it for sure. Can't wait till he's getting even less than that, man. Jeff said, down 15. Love to see Julius at the start of the run really force the issue and get to the hoop. He put it on himself and changed the momentum. That's what leaders do. Great call, Jeff. That's exactly what happened. He got to the basket a couple times. He was aggressive. Got to the line a couple times. And, it really started to turn the tide for us. And then the defense is focusing on him a lot. We were able to swing it around. RJ knocked some shots down. We got some ball movement going. We started flowing offensively. And we got the result we got, man. Beautiful. Dia said, it's insane that our worst player that gets minutes is our starting point guard. I don't understand it. I don't get it at all. Not in the slightest. Benny said, you cannot go to war with Alfred. Yo, I wouldn't go to war with Alfred. I wouldn't go to a sparring match with Alfred. I wouldn't go to the grocery store with Alfred. Like, I don't depend on, like, put him on the bench, bro. Please. Like, I don't know. It's not, I have no faith and confidence in him for the playoffs at all. And I swear if he ruins a playoff run that we haven't had in so long, this has been the magical season, bro. I don't want anything to ruin it. Like, sure, we may not win the chip, whatever. If we don't win the chip, whatever ends is going to hurt. But I want to get everything we possibly can, man. I do not want to be wondering what could have been if we didn't start him, if we didn't waste the first 7 minutes of every half in the playoffs. That we shouldn't have to do that. We shouldn't have to be there. We shouldn't have to be having those conversations. Teams are going to be game planning for us. We shouldn't have to deal with people doubling off of him and not swinging out and rotating him at all. It doesn't make any sense. Terry said, we are winning games. Why continue to question Tibbs' starting lineup this late in the season? Because we want to win more games. Like, I don't know. We're winning games, but we could be better. We're ranked 6th right now. Like, it's not like we're undefeated and number 1 seed, and we're going into the playoffs. We need to be the best team we possibly can be. So, stop. I'm sorry, Benny, not you personally, but stop telling me that. Stop telling me why question Tibbs. I'm asking legitimate questions, and most of us are. If there is a guy who you can play 13 minutes even when your backup point guard is out, Derrick Rose was out, and Emmanuel Quickly got benched for the whole second half because he was rusty in the first half, and Alfred Payton still didn't play. So at that point, explain to me why that guy starts with something other than stop questioning the coach. It's lazy. It's a lazy rebuttal. John said, I love RJ. He's a great three-point shooter and a pretty good defender, but my only gripe is that his finishing at the rim is not good. RJ gets fouled a lot. Honestly, he's finished better this year. I'm sure he'll continue to improve at that. He's improved on it from last year. I also think a lot of times he doesn't get any calls. And yeah, he's improved as a three-point shooter a lot. But John, you're one of those people who are very quick to hate on RJ, very quick to even try to compare him to Elfrid Payton, which is very weird to me. But yeah, like it's very weird. Like very rarely are you talking about RJ the 40% three-point shooter. You only talk about RJ's shortcomings, and that's very weird to me. It's very weird energy. It's a very weird way to be a Knicks fan. I don't know. Let's see. Jeff said both DeRozan and Keldon Johnson got N1 calls that were far less contact than RJ was taking all night. It's getting ridiculous. It's starting to affect RJ's confidence around the basket. Exactly. And people who keep pointing out the finishing keep ignoring that. There was one play where he drove. I think it was Patty Mills that was there, and he got the floater and he made it, and he didn't get the N1. It was shortly before he actually got the N1. And I was just like, yo, how is that not an N1? Like, he literally got hit as he's putting the shot up, like threw his body into him. Like, that doesn't make any sense. If we're giving N1s to guys, call it even. It does. Why is Keldon Johnson getting? He's not a superstar. How come RJ can't have Keldon Johnson calls? What's going on? Jonas said, Sean, you need to do an emergency stream as soon as number 6 is gone or not starting. Bro, the minute it comes out, I've been waiting for it all year. Hopefully we get it for the playoffs or by the playoffs or whatever. When we finally take Elfrid Payton out of the starting lineup, yes, I will do an emergency stream, and I will possibly scream louder than I've ever screamed. If I even have the energy to scream, I may be too busy crying. Boom. John Franco said, by the way, the hoodies are fire, my guy. Need the black John ASAP. Yo, appreciate that, bro. Once again, Impossible hoodies now available for pre-order. You can catch the link in my pinned tweet. And yes, so get a hoodie, couple of colors available. Also, TKW, we dropped the King Julius shirts today. They're beautiful. Get them in time for the playoffs. Get your merch. Got a couple Julius shirts out there. Got some RJ shirts. Got the Lucky Lefty shirts, which are fire. So go get that for sure. Nick said, ace my finals. Knicks win. Let's go. We lit out here. Hey, salute, bro. Congratulations on your final. I knew you were going to kill that. And the Knicks got the dub. So we lit. It's lit. It's ever so lit. Jamal, how'd your final go? I hope that went well. Hawkeye said, yeah, how we feeling, Sean? I want 40. You been saying it, Neil. You been saying it. I want 42, bro. Let's get it. Let's get it. We almost there. And yes, they did say to G League him. And you know it. Alex said, when RJ was off, just hoped he'd clear his mind and bounce back. I believe in his talent. That's how I always feel. It hurts me. It pains me. It hurts me to my core when RJ's struggling, bro. When the shots aren't falling, when he's not getting things to go, it really hurts me and bothers me. It disrupts me. But I'm always confident in his ability to bounce back, man. He's very resilient. He's done so all season. RJ is always there. Boom, boom, boom. Hawkeye said, RJ Barrett needs an Impossible hoodie. That's a fact, yo. Somebody help me get him one for sure. He definitely does. Mega Man said, you know the fucking vibes. Yes, sir. 10 toes. Every single one of us. They can't handle it. We here. Jeff said, with how Tibbs rotates, there's zero reason Burks, IQ, or Rose cannot consume all of Peyton's minutes. We scored 78 points the last 48 minutes has played. The last 48 minutes Elf has played. It's pathetic. That is pathetic. And now you can't even you can't even say it's too small of a sample size. In 48 minutes of Elfrid Payton playing basketball, we've put up 78 points. That is a disgusting rate of offense, especially in today's NBA. Not going to cut it. Get that guy off the floor. It's plain and simple. Plain and simple. Scoring less than 20 per quarter with him on the floor. Stop it. Stop it, please. Good catch, Jeff. We can really, yes. Burks, IQ, and Rose can most certainly take all those minutes. Easily. And if it's a little too much or if it's a little bit of left over, Throw Frank in there situationally, whatever you got to do. Come on, bro. Stop playing Alfred Payton. Boom, boom, boom. Mega Man said, RJ's confidence is unmatched. Never wavers, bro, regardless of what's going on. I love him. Claudie said, LMAO, I love how me and you have the same thoughts about McDonald's. I'm so glad you do, bro. Everybody should. Like, stop eating that trash. But if you do, to each their own. But, yeah, love yourselves, guys, please. Mega Man said, and I got a white RJ and Jules jersey coming Wednesday. We going up. Hey, salute, bro. Great cop. Both of those coming in. That's beautiful. Daniel said, go New York, go New York, go. Playoffs, baby, here we come. That's facts. We here. Go New York, go, man. We back. Playoff basketball in the Garden. It's absolutely lit. 2 more dubs, man. Let's get it. 2 more dubs in the Miami loss, and we got home court, man. We here. Just take care of what we can, and, let the chips fall where they may, but take care of our business first and foremost. Let's win these ball games. Boom, boom, boom. Jeff said, with everyone healthy, if Noel continues to get killed on the defensive glass, I'd love to see Tibbs try a lineup with Randall at the 5, maybe Rose, RJ, Burks, Reggie, Randall. I'd love to see some Randall at the 5 too. Whether it's Obi out there with him, I've been asking for that all year. I've kind of accepted that I'm not going to get it because he hasn't gone to it really at all. A couple times in short stints. So I doubt he'll do it in the playoffs. But, maybe he's saving it for the playoffs, or maybe the playoffs will force him to adjust, or maybe there'll be something he sees that he likes, depending on the matchup, and then we may see it. But I'm very excited. I love the way that Tip said the advanced scouts are already on it, based on any matchup we could end up with. So let's get it, man. We here. Crest Pop said, I ain't trying to dwell on the past because we here. But damn, thinking how different that West Coast trip goes with Burks. But, hey, look, still clinched. Now sky's the limit. Hey, with Burks, that West Coast trip might be 5-1, man. We don't lose that Lakers game. We definitely don't lose that Lakers game with Burks. We couldn't get anything from anybody that wasn't Julius or Derrick Rose. Frank hit 3 threes, but he didn't play enough. Burks would have had us. We would have been okay. And that Suns game, man, we had it for 3 quarters and then it fell apart in the fourth. I think that was also a lack of scoring punch in that fourth quarter off the bench. So, yeah, man, would have gone differently. But like you said, we here either way. Still mad we didn't get that Lakers game, man. That one hurts. Boom, boom, boom. Mega Man nope. Oh, yeah. Mega Man said, if we are so dead set on D Rose and IQ coming off the bench, then I think we should start Frank. I doubt he would start Frank just because when he at the point guard position, he's probably going to say he wants somebody that's able to handle the ball and run the offense and things like that. I don't know. It would make sense, though. Like, I'd rather start Frank than Elf. I think we'd be a better team starting Frank than Elf if he really is dead set on Rose and IQ coming off the bench. Even if, we have a lot of options. That's why we should never see Elf, honestly, because tonight he went with the Burks, RJ, Reggie, Randall, and either Noel or Taj. So it's like with Burks, with Burks at the 1, sort of, you can do that. That lineup worked. Like, we got options, man. Stop playing that guy. Jonas said, I think any challenge that takes points off the board is worth it no matter the time. Didn't like that challenge because it wasn't obvious. Yeah, I do agree that any challenge that takes points off the board could be worth it. I still err on the side of holding it until later in the game for crucial moments that swing, the score. Because, 2 points in the second quarter and 2 points in the fourth quarter are still different. They're 2 points either way, but it's different. It's just different, So it's situationally the decisions you got to make, the momentum. But, yeah, I didn't like that challenge. But, yeah, if any challenge, like if you challenge in the first quarter and it takes 2 points off the board, I'm going to give it to you. I'm not complaining. But, yeah, I didn't like that one. It wasn't obvious. It wasn't obvious enough. Like, I thought when I saw it, I was like, there is no contact, but he's crowding the space. Like, I think that might be a foul. Christopher Donald said, go Knicks, go. You know what it is. You know the vibes. We here. Jeff said, our crowds get lit. Going to be a huge advantage with a bigger crowd come playoff time. Hopefully Milwaukee can beat Miami and we can get the 4 seed. Exactly, man. Philly failed us. I really think they just don't want the smoke. They don't want us to be in the 4 seed because they don't want to see us in the second round. So Milwaukee's got to take care of business. Hopefully they take care of the Heat and we can win out and grab that 4 seed for sure. Sean, what's good? We all Bucks fans on Saturday versus Heat. Exactly, man. We tuned in. We making sure. We're putting all your energy toward it. Matt Soares said Mark Berman. Oh, damn it. The comments moved. Matt Soares said Mark Berman reported tonight Rose was out just for rest. Nothing serious. We absolutely love to see it. Glad my guy's all right. Glad he got the rest he might have needed. And we are good to go. Is that a clapping emoji, Daniel? I can't really tell on the computer. Sean Irwin said, as Drake said in 6 p.m. in New York, they scream on my failures and whisper my accomplishments. The haters are going to be heated when RJ becomes that dude. Exactly. They scream on my failures and whisper my accomplishments. Probably forever if I stay in my zone. I speak on this generation but can't change it alone. All right, that's enough. Shamil, once again, let me know if that was wrong. Shamil said, yep, RJ gets no respect from the Zebras. Knicks in general get 0 calls. Randall an all-star and he gets hacked without a call all game. Ridiculous, bro. Still thinking back to that travel they called him at the end of the Laker game. Disgusting. Xavier said, if we get this team at full strength by the second round, yes, I said second round, it's a wrap. I feel you, bro. I feel you. I really hope we're able to get Mitch back for the first round. But if not, if we're able to handle our first round series and get Mitch back for the second round and we're playing Philly and he's able to deal with Embiid a little bit and be a bigger body, I look, bro, we get Mitch back, I got us against anybody. I don't care. Sean said, Tibbs said Rose is out for rest, so that's good to hear. Excellent to hear. Mega Man said, at no point in time do I ever think an RJ shot isn't going to sink. Yo, especially from the corners. Oh, my goodness. When RJ gets the kick out from the corner, I'm like, cash. It felt so good to see him hit that many times. Boom. Chief said, I'd build a house with him. Practice my rebounding with him. Oh, that's for not going to war with Elf. Yeah, build a house with him for sure. You'd be done in like 3 hours. Just give him a basketball and tell him work on his jumper. Practice my rebounding with him. Yep, because you could definitely chase him down like that Dennis Rodman meme. He's like, it's gonna go over here. It's gonna go over here. Then it's gonna go there. Pop up. Bing, bing, bing. Jules said they said to G League him. Damn right. I don't have it in me to yell no more, but they said to G League him. Those, you know what they are. Shamu said our worst quarters all year are first and third when Peyton is in the game. Yo, we are so much better when Elfrid Payton leaves the floor, statistically, optically, all of it. I don't understand why we have to keep watching the guy play basketball, man. Kevin said, I wonder if Elf has broken some sort of record with a negative plus-minus relative to his team plus-minus. Also, the league just doesn't know how to call fouls on strong guys, hence the issues with RJ. Yeah, the strength is really annoying because it's like, yo, because I'm strong doesn't mean I shouldn't get calls. That's ridiculous. I'm sure Zion goes to the line a lot. So they got to start giving him those calls, man. They got to be better at that. And honestly, Elf's plus-minus in relation to the team's plus-minus really has to be like at least close to record-breaking stuff, man. It's been just phenomenally bad. Boom. Jamal said, I'm tired as hell, but I aced him, so we good. Hey, salute, bro. Way to stay up, put the work in, and make it happen. Nate said, the Heat are honestly better than us. I wouldn't say the Heat are better than us, man. I don't really think so. And even though they swept us this year, they got us 3-0. We had Elfrid Payton on the court every time, and they really took advantage of that. And they were all very close games, and we weren't at full strength, I think, for really any of them. So, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say the Heat are better than us. I'm not afraid of them. Nick says, Sean, you a real one. 3.8 GPA. Random, but as a UNC student, you will love Michael Carter on the Jets. Hey, salute, bro. Salute to you. Thank you. And that 3.8 GPA, that's really great, bro. Salute. That's amazing. Great job. Great work. And shout out to UNC. Big UNC basketball fan. Not as much recently, but I'm excited about Michael Carter. He seems like a dual threat. Really excited to have that. Hopefully that offense is high powered and fun like it's never been before. Jules said, Situation Frank has been fun as hell the last 2 games. Yo, I love Situation Frank, bro. Even if he's not I would love him to be in the rotation for the playoffs, but if he's just situational, I'm cool with it. Just use him. He's a great weapon. Bomber says, Sean, we lit. RJ at the NBA, Rocky slander. RJ the NBA. Oh, RJ the NBA Rocky. Slander only makes him stronger. Playoffs going to help him develop and become a beast next season. Very well said, Bomber. The slander makes RJ stronger for sure. And yes, the playoffs are definitely going to help him take that next step. And he's going to go into the offseason and come back even more of a beast. It's going to be a beautiful thing to see. And he's going to add to his resume with, notches on his playoff belt. Sean, you know the vibes. That's exactly how I'm feeling. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Knicks win and J. Cole album drops in less than an hour. It's a good night. Oh, it's a great night. I can't wait to play that Cole album, man. So, yes, I'm super hyped about that. I'm really glad the Knicks won so that we can go into that with excitement and happiness. Just a great night overall. And once again, 2 more dubs. Let's make them happen. Boom, boom. Chief said, LMAO at the Rodman meme. Exactly. If Peyton plays well in the playoffs, though, I will gladly and proudly eat crow. Knicks fans want him to do well. Bro, I'd rather him not play at all. But if he plays in the playoffs and plays well, I will be happy as hell. I will be happy about anybody playing well. I have nothing against Elfrid Payton. He just plays poorly, so I don't want him to play. If the guy plays well and his 2 or 3 good games this year, I've been very loud about it and saying those are very good games. Mega Man said the playoffs about to be so damn hype, bro. I'm hype already, man. I feel like we're already in playoff mode because we're fighting for the seeding, but I can't. Oh man, like the energy's gonna go crazy, man. You know, and shout out to you guys, man. Like this has been really great. Doing this with you guys is so much fun. It's so much, you know, it's really exciting after the games. It's super exciting after wins to come on here and share this energy. And after losses, when we cope together, hopefully it's just more prosperous energy going forward. But either way, man, you guys really make this a dream come true. You really make this fun to do. On behalf of myself and everybody at TKW, we really appreciate you. I mean, when we first moved over from Periscope to YouTube, we were in here getting like maybe 100 views. The other night, we got damn near 1,000 views on a loss. So it's like, you know, for the playoffs, trying to get all these views up to 1,000, trying to really get in here and bring the energy up. So tell a friend and tell a friend. Let them know where you're at after the games. And we'll show them a great time for sure. You know how we do. Boom, boom, boom. Amazement said, Knicks go 3-0 and Heat go 2-1. Then we're the 4 seed since we have the tiebreaker with Atlanta. Exactly. Just need the Heat to lose 1 game, man. They got the 1 win already today. Come on, Milwaukee. Take care of business. We need it. Nick said UNC Hoops will be back hopefully, but our Knicks, man, let's go. Exactly, man. Exactly. Loving what the Knicks are giving us. Loving that we're on this playoff run right now. Really excited for what's going on. It's a beautiful thing. Daniel said Cole album going to be fire. It's going to go crazy, bro. And my early take after seeing the track list, the 95 South intro is going to be amazing. It's going to be the album's going to be a classic. I wish you could bet with the bookie about confirmed classics for albums. I'm sure about it. The intro is going to go crazy, 95 South. And then on the track list, that transition from 5 through 7, I forgot the titles, but I can tell by the titles that they're going to time really well, and it's going to be a really crazy transition. Very excited. Amazement said, Burks on IQ and rolls off the bench for the playoffs, maybe topping, but probably 8-man rotation. Once again, I hope they don't all come off the bench because they shouldn't, because one of them needs to be starting. We need it. But yeah, it's probably going to be 8-man. Yeah, Tibbs is probably going to keep the rotation real thin. Jamal said, hey, bro, I'm out. Salute to you and TKW family. All love, bro. Hey, bro, enjoy your night. Once again, congrats on your final. Salute to you. All love for sure. Appreciate you guys. Mega Man said, need Giannis to be great on Saturday. Need MVP level Giannis, man. Come on, we need you. Please hold it down. Ben Simmons let us down, but Ben Simmons just wishes he could be you. Make it happen. Jamal said, last thing, kind of weird that Obi got nearly no minutes tonight. Well, yeah, Tibbs really just ran it with the rest of like he was like, all right, not taking these guys out at all. I mean, I get it. We went down big. We made a run, and then you had to finish the game out. It is what it is. I typically subscribe to win the damn game. So we won the game. I'm not really complaining. You know, we made it happen. I got no qualms with it. Whatever he's got to figure out, he figured out, made it happen. Great. We got 2 more dubs to grab. Once again, speaking of things to grab, King Julius shirts. I'm pretty sure it's the pin tweet on TKW. Go check them out. Get them in time for the playoffs. A lot of other merch on there. Playoffs coming up. Go ahead and get your TKW merch, man. And once again, if you like an Impossible hoodie, they're available for pre-order now in 4 different colors. Go check them out. The colors are there on the pin tweet on my personal page, and the website is in my bio and on the pin tweet. So, love you guys. Or Bobby Porter. Yo, it would be great. Bobby Porter's revenge game. He's never played for Miami, but please help us out. We need it. But yeah, man, once again, can't say it enough. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much. This is always so much fun, and I look forward to the next game. We're going to take care of the Hornets. We'll be right back here for post-game prosperity. That'll be 40 wins. We'll be real hype, and we'll have 1 more to go. So 1 game at a time. We got to sting the Hornets next. We booted the Spurs tonight. Very happy about it. Huge game from Alec Burks, 30 points and 10 boards off the bench. He was tonight's Essentia post-game prosperity pinky up player of the game. Wow, I said it really quickly without having to think about it. I'm very proud of myself. RJ Barrett, excellent game. People are talking crazy about him. Stop trying, RJ. You're looking crazy. 5 for 9 from 3, continues to be the 40% shooter that he is. We absolutely love to see it. Bounced back from some struggles he had earlier in the game and really brought this team back. And Julius Randle just continuing to be that MVP he is. Flirted with a triple-double, but he's a faithful man. So 25, 9, and 9. Hit big shots down the stretch. The MVPs do to bring the game home. This is a great time. The post game was a great time. The game was a great time. Enjoy the Cole album. Those of you who are going to listen to it, once again, hit TKW for the merch. Hit Impossible for the merch. One way or another. Love you guys so much. Have an excellent night. Until next time. Would I rather face the Hawks or Miami in the playoffs? The Hawks for sure, but I'm also not afraid of the Heat.